Hey everyone, we are going to go ahead and get started with our September card reading for Twin Flames this month. We're going to pull our first card for the Divine Feminine today to see what she is going to be focused on in her journey, her Twin Flame journey. So we actually have the King of Swords coming out for the Divine Feminine. So immediately what I pick up here is the Divine Feminine having the opportunity to really align with truth here. She might have been clearing a lot of I say that in third person even though I'm a Divine Feminine, but she may have been clearing a lot of I guess illusions and like incorrect patterns of thinking on her journey, and just not seeing herself and not seeing her twin flame clearly before. And this is her opportunity to get really clear about the divine truth of herself and her divine masculine, and begin to see this isn't a journey about how deeply you can suffer and cry every day. This is a journey about you transforming and getting to know your best self, your true self, and aligning with that, right? And as you do so, your divine masculine meets you there. Now I feel called to pull a second card actually for the Divine Feminine, and I think I'll probably just do two cards for the Divine Masculine too, but the second card that's coming out is the Devil. Okay, so I think this pairs well with the message that was coming through for the King of Swords, and the idea that like you are deeply purging separation consciousness, right? And I think it is primarily, I mean, of course, like we heal in our feelings, right? That's what the teachings of union teaches. You heal, you feel, and by feeling, you do the healing. You apply the mirror exercise there, right? But there's also just some mental clarity that needs to happen here, and some boundaries with thoughts of ego and separation that needs to happen here too, and realizing you don't have to entertain intrusive thoughts about bad things that could happen on your twin flame journey or your twin flame or on your healing path. You can just let those go, right? Recognize that they're not coming from a place of divine truth and have the boundary there, right? Release the ego, let it go home. So that is going to be key for the Divine Feminine. And there, you know, it's eclipse season, right? So there might be some moments of external things that come around that trigger you to align with truth instead of aligning with the illusion, right? But it's your job to ultimately align with truth, right? Because your union can only truly take root from a place of truth and a place of peace. And if you are swimming in the waters of fear and all these fear thoughts, then you're not fertilizing the ground for your union to actually grow, right? So allow your consciousness to be purged of those separation thoughts and flow with the process, and in doing so you are aligning with your union. So you can trust the process here, Divine Feminine. Now let's pick up this stack and get the Divine Masculine's cards out. I changed the game already, so we're gonna go with two because that's the vibes I felt. So first card for the Divine Masculine, interesting, is the Eight of Cups reversed. That's interesting. And then I'm gonna go ahead and pull a second card right now. Okay, and it is the Ten of Cups reversed too. Oh my. I don't like leaving them reversed for the sake of you looking at them, so I'm gonna put them up like this. I feel like the message coming through here is a reminder to the Divine Masculine that you are not going to find your twin flame outside of you, right? You don't have to go on this long and unexpected journey to go meet her, right? The happiness you crave, right? That doesn't come from you leaving, right? It doesn't come from you abandoning yourself. It doesn't come from you going and searching for her at the club, right? Like that's not how you find your twin flame. That's not how you attract her. You align with her. You align with your union. You attract her, and you you get the clarity and the guidance to move towards her by being very present with yourself, right? And recognizing that your love, your abundance, your peace isn't something that you have to first create outside of you. It's something that you first create within you, and you first accept within you, and you align with within you. And there's some of you, especially with this being upside down, not that I meant to make that one go sideways, but I think there's some of you who are afraid you're not going to get that happy ending, the family you want and the marriage you want is like not going to happen. But that's very like a mirror of the divine feminine, right? You need to let go of that fear long enough to just be present with yourself and to actually build and fertilize the ground of your union within you, right? Which means going deeper into love and peace as your steady state, right? You don't have to become afraid and run away or like emotionally or physically when things get challenging for you. Like your twin flame can't truly abandon you in love. So when you are choosing love and deeply honoring that choice inside of you, your twin flame is too, right? When you are choosing to stick with yourself and move through the difficult feelings, so is your twin flame. If you truly do that from a genuine place, your true twin flame will not abandon you there. Right? But you have to be willing to stay in that place. We can't just run away and numb out, right? So we have to let go of that pattern and really align with yourself. And I think if you're watching this video, you probably are doing that, right? You're just like releasing the remnants of these patterns, and those remnants and those shadows, when they come up, can seem like dark and like, why do I still feel this way? But like, you have to spiral into that, right? You can just choose to affirm the truth, which is love is real, right? You don't have to fear not having this. The desire is in your heart for a reason, because you're meant to have that. You're built to be the man, be the masculine that has that, right? Because it's part of who you are. But you have to come to that place inside of you of realizing this is just part of who I am. And you don't have to fear not being that, because I already am that, right? Like you already are the man. Just own it. Okay, just own it, and you don't have to go make yourself the man and like, run away and make yourself the man. Like you already are the man, right? Don't like play the games of fear here. You're fine. Everything's fine. Take a chill pill. Now, looking to just like the overall energy of the union, we are going to pull 2 cards, which I didn't even have to pull. One of them flew out, and so I'll show you that in a second. We're going to get the next one here. Fascinating. Okay. This is an interesting reading. It's not what I expected, but also good. I think this is important work for all of you. So we have the 9 of Swords and the 8 of Wands. And it came out like normal, not reversed or anything. I feel for overall the union, what this is pointing to is in quick succession, there are opportunities for you this month to release those fearful thoughts and those, the fearful little voice of ego and the stuff that keeps you up at night, to release that and to let it go, right? And it seems like it might come up hard and fast and all at once, that you're just kind of spiraling into feeling and thinking the worst, but it's because you're ready to let go of it. It's because you're like at final boss stage, right? This is time to let it go. This is time to recognize, like, when you fully confront the fear that comes up here, you don't have, I'm trying not to get my ring light on this, you don't have to be plagued by it anymore, right? Like when you truly sit with and look at a fear, not feed it, but look at it, right? It just dissolves in your presence, because your presence is love. That's what the mirror exercise does. It brings your loving presence to a place of fear, so you bring love there and you heal it permanently. And that exercise is linked below, and I think I'm pinning it in a comment so you can find it too. But that's what you need to do, right? To let this go, to move on, and to be at peace, right? To feel good. And it will feel like it comes fast, but that doesn't mean you have to get lost in it, right? Just give yourself space and move through it. And as you let yourself move through it, if the flow is fast, still go with the flow, right? Still move where the energy is guiding you. And you'll find that your breakthroughs come fast too, right? You don't have to stay in this energy. I'm feeling guided to one more card for you. You don't have to stay in this energy. You get to, like, it's the Knight of Wands coming out. You get to just move on, move through it, right? And you don't go too fast for yourself. You don't go too slow either. You move with the flow, right? You don't feed a fear thought and sit on it. You look at it, right? And heal it completely. Let it go completely, right? You don't try to avoid it. You don't feed it. You just move with it, right? And move at the pace that is appropriate for you. You don't have to fear the healing that's coming your way. You don't have to be afraid of separation, because separation isn't real, right? Not being with your twin flame isn't a real thing. You already are in sync with your twin flame and in love with your twin flame. You're already there. You know, it's just you're lifting the veil over your eyes so you can see that, and you're lifting your resistance to just accepting that, right? To accepting that your love is greater than any fear you could encounter. So that is where I will leave this reading for you. If you have any thoughts, feelings, questions, you can comment below, and I will see you next time.